This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, let's get right into this. Banga, who is passed from this Troy Ave and Taxstone problem. Taxstone took the gun, killed Banga. He's on trial for that. He's on trial for a gun, all this other stuff. Well, to bring some clarity to the situation, this is Banga's brother, right? He spoke before, and he was actually quoted. He said he couldn't talk too much because he was quoted from Clubhouse in the trial from Taxstone's lawyer. Taxstone's lawyer does a lot. He was trying to point the finger at Troy Ave in the beginning, but this is him speaking on the situation.
Feds. So basically, when he went to the feds for the gun, felon in possession. Somebody in South Carolina proved that he got the gun from them, brought it to New York. After the situation happened at Urban Plaza, they ran the DNA on the gun and saw his DNA, and they traced it back to South Carolina, saw that he brought the gun to New York and in the venue, thus charging him with the gun possession, crossing state lines, felon in possession. He was given the opportunity to get a bail package. The judge denied it, and him and his attorney wrote a full letter about Troy Ave, talking about my brother had an open case, all types of stuff. This is before he's charged. That's it. I'm not gonna say too much because yesterday in court. Hold on. Yesterday in court, while they was cross-examining Troy Ave, Taxstone lawyer allegedly quoted me from a conversation, a past conversation in Clubhouse. So I'm just gonna speak to the facts, and that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna talk about Ave, we're gonna talk about before Ave was signed to any agreement. Taxstone was the first person who said anything about anybody, and it had nothing to do with the fact that that case wasn't even on his lap yet. Yep. He had a gun charge. He wrote a full statement, then tried to tell about his attorney did it. That's your attorney. The attorney cannot do nothing without your approval. Bottom line, I mute my mic.
Hey, when I told y'all, when I came in here and told y'all said I was a fan.
Case. That's a federal charge because the felon possessing a weapon.
Yeah, did he have a gun too? Troy had a gun too, right?
Troy had a tax gun, and he had two other guns in the car. His two guns that was in the car in the stash box did not go into the venue. So he is charged with being on camera shooting at Tax. That's the gun charge. That's the possession. Because even after the situation happened, he was in possession of that weapon. They secured his vehicle, and it was that gun and two other guns in the vehicle. That's what he's charged with.
Right, so he's still fighting that case right now, right?
That case is currently still open. He's still out on bail for that case, correct?
Okay, cool.
The ones that was found in the car, correct?
The ones that was found in the car and the other gun is a possession.
And let me ask you this.
Now, they're probably gonna go easy on him now that he's cooperated and testified against Taxstone, because Troy Ave had to cooperate, and he gladly did. He hates Taxstone.
Let it reflect. Right?
Speaking on nothing until I got facts, right? And people like, yo, why? I'm in court so I can get the facts. I don't want to hear no third party stories. I want to see the facts rolled out in court, because it's been all these so-called experts who've been in the building, but that go, that got all this to say about what happened, what didn't happen. So in the courts, we getting the facts of what happened. So you just asked me, what about the situation?
When he first got locked up, Taxstone did not get locked up, correct?
Correct. When Troy Ave was first arrested, he was arrested immediately after, because they had him on camera shooting that. So they didn't have the details of what happened. So they arrested him. They made him a suspect, and they made CASANOVA a suspect. Tax wasn't even a suspect yet until they ran the DNA.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So if Troy Ave would have been and it would have been black and white, he would have gave them a statement of Taxstone right then and there, correct?
Right. The DA said at trial, this is facts, that originally there was no statement, and Troy Ave refused to talk to law enforcement up until months later.
After he found out that Tax sent the letter to the judge.
Correct. That's my understanding.
Clip that, y'all.
That letter came out on April 11th. He did not sign any cooperation with any DAs until
He tweeted at the Troy Ave and Wolf got in the Maserati on Christmas. Taxstone tweeted that wasn't incidental. He tweeted something that implicated him in all that. Coincidental.
Let me say this too, right? And I think that's what a lot of people is not understanding. That all the facts that came out, proven facts his attorney has not been able to dispute, is that he is the person who brought that weapon into the venue. No ifs and buts about that. His attorney's only defense. You're in court, you come to court, it's still trial, it's still going on. It's a free place to be. A bunch of people wanted to pull up yesterday and watch Troy Ave testify. Open to the public. You see for yourself. His only defense, and this has to be something that the defendant agrees to. His only defense is Troy Ave did it. Come on, we serious?
And that he did other crimes. Try to tell him, like, he bringing up other articles of other podcasters and other niggas.
They tried to turn my brother into a hitter I was in the courtroom before Av's testimony. Taking Av's testimony out of the whole conversation, his own man's cooked him. Cas cooked him. That's a federal wiretap. The feds knew what happened the same night, tapping Malcolm's phone. The same night, they said the judge. When they tried to stop that audio of CASANOVA calling Malcolm, the same person who Tax met with the night it happened, the same person he stayed with in California for 2 weeks. When they played that audio from the night of and Cass leaving the venue, talk about, yo, Tax just shot. You can't dispute that. The jury heard that. In this trial, that audio was played. That wiretap is what got them to get Malcolm, his man, to start talking about the situation with him and Tax telling him what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, how you arguing his man's both implicate?
This is man, these guys are, people are down, bro. Taxstone told on himself a lot on Twitter. Again, loved this podcast. It was great. Did a couple other things that were cool, but bro, nah, you know what I mean? And I'll say that with a lot of people, not just him, it's just like, dude, went too far, Troy Ave's not an angel himself, but this is about Taxstone right now. Casanova should have known better. I can't believe he's even got in trouble again, to be honest with you. Like he had already been in trouble before, came home, was able to get a deal with Rock Nation through Taxstone, right? And still messed it up. Can't make this up, bro. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.